Alright, welcome back. It's still Journalist Hangout. I still have BKO right here and Asukwa James. Straight to our next conversation. When fear becomes a national currency, the laws must weigh heavy enough to scare the profiteers. The Senate has advanced amendments to the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act, aiming to classify kidnapping and hostage-taking as acts of terrorism, with the death penalty extended to perpetrators, financiers, informants, and all accomplices. Senators argued that kidnapping has evolved into organized, commercialized violence, disrupting schools, destroying livelihoods, and spreading fear. The lawmakers believe that relabeling it terrorism would give security agencies broader investigative and prosecutorial powers. With the second reading passed, the bill now heads to relevant committees. If finalized into law, the tougher frameworks could deter kidnappers. I mean, Biko, looking at this, what's your take first on the classification of kidnapping and hostage-taking as terrorism to curb rising abductions?
I agree.
You agree?
Absolutely. It takes two to tango. So those guys are succeeding in banditry because a lot of us help them. For example, they have hundreds of motorbikes. They prefer the Honda brand of motorbikes. At least I saw their Honda bikes when I went to Kaduna in January to do an investigative story on banditry, and I had to interview some bandits. How do they fuel those motorbikes? People are in business of taking fuel to them. They are not coming into the town to buy fuel. People are in the business of taking loaves of bread to them because they know that they like bread a lot. Bread is an easy to eat meal. You don't need to waste time cooking egusi, this and that. Bread, just take your drink. I won't use water to push it down. Some people are in the business of providing intelligence for them. Information about truth movement, information about people, movement of VIPs and VVIPs. You know, some stay on the road spying on vehicles. They call them to let them know, oh, this vehicle is coming. So that banditry, they don't do it alone. Even women in northern Nigeria today, Katsina, Zamfara, women are actively involved in aiding and abetting banditry. A lot of them have been arrested. You can imagine a woman who bought petrol, put the petrol in a cellophane bag, and then put it in a travel bag. She's taking it to them.
Into the boot.
Bandits like Maggi a lot.
Seasoning cubes.
Yes, seasoning cubes. They don't joke with it. So once you can bring it, you can come and supply them those seasoning cubes, they are very happy. They are very happy. The government has gone after some of the people selling loaves of bread to them. Still, there's no solution. And the Indian hemp and tramadol, they don't joke with those people. Supply them. I remember a trailer load of tramadol that was impounded on its way to Sambisa Forest. They were going to supply those boys. So when they take these things, a human being, no matter how big, even if you are as big as what's the name of this big wrestler? Big Show. Big Show. If you are as big as Big Show, that person will be tinier than you are in their eyes. So they don't waste time, they kill people. So we cannot defeat them if banditry, if we don't go after the sponsors, if we don't go after those who aid and abet them. I think this is what the amendment to this law has brought. And I was happy when the Senate President was saying he was the first to come up with
the capital punishment
in the state. I agree that in Akwa Ibom, even in broad daylight in the church, when Akpabio was governor, I remember people going inside the church to kill someone in broad daylight when they were worshiping. It was a big problem at that time. But today, Akwa Ibom is one of the safest states in Nigeria, if not the safest. At least I saw it myself. Nobody needs to tell me. So, laws are made for men.
Sure.
And the reason we have this law is to guide people's conduct. If someone knows that if he libels me, he's likely to go to jail, he's not going to misbehave up to the point of libeling me. But today we have people who lie against innocent Nigerians. And they get away with it. They get away with it. Things that they can't do in other countries. Where people's rights are guaranteed. So those who are, I believe in the death penalty. I believe in it. I don't, I'm not one of those who will say no need. Every society deserves the law that it gets. When in Uganda, people were raping minors, raping virgins, Museveni had to come up with the death penalty, and he stopped. Check. Do your research. You see that it's no longer the kind of problem that it was back then. They will go to the farm, people are working on their farm, a mother and a child, and right in her presence, they will grab the little girl. Because they were told that if you had HIV, once you sleep with a virgin, you get automatically cured. Absolute nonsense. At the end of the day, they had to come up with the death penalty. Of course, the thing just stopped. We don't read about it anymore. So, but the problem with us is you come up with death penalty. A case has been tried, and cowardly governors will not sign that a person should go and meet his maker. Why? That's your own bit. You need to do your bit. If you can't do your bit, then it's a big problem. I think it was Shomole that was the last. Yes.
And it's still on the matter.
I think judges should be allowed to sign death warrants.
No.
You've
done your job. You've done your job.
The judges
of dispensing justice.
Yes.
Let the executive and the ones.
No. See, even in the U.S., remember when George Bush was governor of Florida?
Yes.
Texas.
Yes.
George W. Bush.
Yes.
Texas. That was a woman who became a born again. She used ice pick to kill her boyfriend. She stabbed the guy so many times. And then the guy died. But while in prison, she became a born again. People were now saying, don't kill her. Even Pope said, don't kill.
She has changed.
George W. Bush addressed the people of Texas and said, a while ago, I signed her death warrant. There's no sentiment in law. The woman was executed. That's the way it should be. But
if you kill by the sword, you die by the sword.
Our governors, if we keep giving death penalty and our governors refuse to sign death warrant, so what is the point? I've never seen cowardly people like this. Sign the damn thing.
We should find a way around. But are you confident that capital punishment can actually deter, kidnapping?
The thing is, if we start making some people examples,
and they can see,
and then they will see, I'm very sure it will stop. Because most times, and also the judiciary, because Vicky was saying something about judiciary, sometimes the judiciary, they know that this thing is supposed to be death penalty. They will now reduce death penalty to jail sentence, which it shouldn't happen. Once we know that death penalty is for kidnapping, in China, that is what they do. In fact, I just read, is social order. Once somebody disrupts social order, kidnapping is part of social order. Once you disrupt it, it's death penalty. And they don't joke with it.
They don't.
Even
if you are their former president.
Even if it is yes, they will do it. So, because that kidnapping is, we just said something about kidnapping earlier. It is not easy because, one, somebody can even have high blood pressure and die. As a family member.
People die in their hands now.
Some people, even they kidnap some, those kidnappers will collect money. They know that person is dead though, but they will still collect money and then carry the dead body and go and keep somewhere for you to go and pick. So what do you do to such a person when you catch the person?
They deserve to die now.
You think, okay, you now tell the person, oh, sorry, okay, no problem, just go, life sentence. No. When once it's written there in black and white that the offense for kidnapping is death penalty, then we'll make some people, we'll make sure that the police and our security agencies make sure that they arrest and hold that person. The person is arraigned, and it goes through the judiciary, death penalty, and they pronounce that person death sentence. The governor should not even wait a day longer. They should do their job, because that is what is happening now. Most of them will say no, they don't want to put their hands, have their hands stained. Or Shomale that has done it. Even yes, some days back, I still heard him saying something similar.
Okay, all right.
So we'll see. Let me tell you, Benga, these are desperate times, and we need desperate measures.
Yes.
If we do not take action, these guys will always do these things.
They overrun us.
Absolutely. Bike, earlier you talked about these training institutions,
yes.
Okay, because we heard that 100 billion naira has been allocated for the rehabilitation of these training institutions. I mean, how significant is this?
It's significant. A good soldier is a soldier that has been properly trained. A good policeman is a policeman that has benefited from solid training. We still talk glowingly about great soldiers, who are privileged to serve our country. They went to some of the best military schools in the world.
Yeah, the Sandals.
Yes.
The Aldershot.
Because in those days, we could afford it. Now, some will get the opportunity, some won't get. So, we need to, especially for the police, for civil defense, we need to build capacity. Capacity is important. Once we're able to produce quality soldiers, quality policemen, quality civil defense operatives, it will reflect in even law enforcement. Exactly. It will reflect. We will see it. And they will take their job seriously. They won't joke. They won't joke. Even the best journalists are journalists who have received quality training.
Quality training, exactly.
Not the ones who did not benefit from good training, and it reflects on how they talk on air.
Yeah, we see them around.
We see them.
We see them around.
But they are so full of themselves, they think that there's nobody like them. But their lack of training reflects every time they open their mouths. This is the thing. A good journalist is the journalist who has received good training. Pass through the newsroom. Not just going to a very good journalism school. The practical training
right
in a very good newsroom. That's not, you can't compare to anything. I remember one man, an academic, a journalism teacher. Then he had to come and work in our newsroom. Then some of the things that we were now telling him to do, he confessed to us. That, come on, I've trained journalists for years. I just realized that even me, I needed training. So that's the thing. That's what the newsroom does for you.
Exactly.
You can quarrel. You can call ourselves names. But the next moment, we are drinking together.
Exactly.
Because the job has to be
Exactly.
done.
Yes. They call it the
It's not a
madhouse.
personal thing. It's not a personal thing.
All right, gentlemen, we need to go on this quick break. And when we return, the conversation continues. Don't go away.